More cube, more vintage cube, always vintage cube. What are we going to do here? Alright, we didn't open any power, and I don't really feel like forcing Storm. I know some of you were yelling at me for playing Storm, but you know what? I'm going to draft what I like. So, I guess we'll just Storm again, and I'm going to take Dark Ritual here. JK, lol. No, but really, what are we taking here? Not quite sure. Again, nothing really stands out as super powerful, and as such, I might just honestly take the Blood Crypt. There's a Hymn to Turok. Good card. Remand. Sensei's Divining Top. All fine. But nothing really jumps out at you as just like, wow, that card is, leagues better than anything else here. So, I can go ahead and just take the Blood Crypt and see where that leads towards. A good mana base is never something to shy away from in this type of format. Okay, and now we have like an Ugin. Definitely think that is the strongest card here, for sure. There's a Ponder in the pack. Do enjoy me some good blue. Frost Titan, Battlesphere, whatever. Looks like Ugin's going to be the best card, so probably just end up taking that and see what we can build off of from there. Good stabilization factor for sure versus some of those more aggressive decks. Although in Vintage Cube, I don't think aggro decks are the necessary way to go. As we have another very, very solid pack here. There's a Chandra, Council's Judgment, very good removal. Scalding Tarn, we already have Blood Crypt. Shelldock Isle, Wooded Foothill, Mana Leak. Gonna go with the Shelldock this time. I think this land is just very, very nice. I've talked about it before in other Cube videos, but being able to instant speed any card, I mean, obviously you have to hit something off the top 4 when you hide away, but instant speed, reduce cost, and not much of a requirement. Just a library has to have 20 or fewer cards in it, and in these type of formats, that's not too hard of a thing to do. So take the Shelldock here and move on. Excuse me. What are we going to follow that up with? Again, not anything exciting in this pack. Progenitus is probably the strongest card, of course, but it wheels all day. You can do some fun things with Progenitus, and even Shelldock Isle Progenitus is cute, but more often than not, you want to like Oath of Druids, you want to Sneak Attack, Show and Tell, that type of thing. For me, what do I want to take out of this pack? I love a good burning deck. Maybe I see if we can build like an artifact burning deck. Abuse the fast mana accelerants in the format, and then burning away, kind of taxing your opponent, staxing your opponent. I'm down to take this pretty early and see what happens. Okay, maybe a little bit rewarded here as we do have 2 signets now. Gonna go ahead and take the red signet since we just took burning. Otherwise, Hollowed Fountain would be a fine pickup. Some other good cards in the pack, but signets do go both very well with Ugin and the burning here. Burning basically a wildfire. Whereas Wildfire doesn't target, though this does. Wow, super late balance, too. One of my favorite cards in the cube. Symmetrical effects like these, well, they're often not as balanced as they would first appear, so pretty easy pick for me. Seachrome Coast, Lion's Eye Diamond, but oh baby, I'm liking this start to the draft already. Kind of a medium pack. Don't really care for Lava Claw Reaches. Don't really care for Gideon Blackblade. Obviously, some of these cards are good. They just don't fulfill the broken need that I want. Maybe I just go with the Gideon as it is a Planeswalker. Although Gideon's a little bit awkward with balance as he does become a creature on your turn. But I think that's still a fine pickup. Okay. Entomb, very powerful for the Reanimate deck, but I don't think we're going down that route. There's an O-Ring here. Spell Pierce. O-Ring's awkward with Ugin, so I'm not sure if I want to take it. I think I might just take the Spell Pierce over the O-Ring. Although I could be convinced otherwise. Man, Hymn Wield, it's kind of crazy. Looks like just an easy Wall of Omens or a Parallax Wave. I just don't want to take like Wall of Omens type cards when I have balance in my deck, but I suppose it buys you time, draws you cards, so not the worst case scenario. Again, Vintage Cube, and with any cube, is a lot about drafting the good cards, but also drafting what you like. I don't think there's a wrong way to do things. Obviously, some specific archetypes are going to be more open than others, but that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, you're doing it wrong. Like, I'm sure I've passed plenty of good cards going around, you know, in their specific archetypes, but if you don't draft what you like, then what are you really doing? Okay, next pack has Ancient Grudge. There's the Bazaar of Baghdad for the Reanimator. Don't think we're playing Angel of Sanctions. And you know what? I could just stay open. I could take the Bazaar of Baghdad here. Who knows? Like, none of these cards really fit the bill. I think Ancient Grudge is a very good card, but not one that we necessarily need to take. Nice pack. Council's Judgment. Very, very good removal spell. Can even get those hexproof creatures and even shroud creatures or whatever, as you're not targeting ever. Okay, Terminus, nice. Yeah, looks like we have some, wow, and Path to Exile. Okay, well, it looks like I've fallen into white, and it was really good here for us. Actually, Wear and Tear is a very good card, too. Surprised. Okay. We could do some white control type nonsense. See what we can find in the next few packs. Might be cutting the Burning. We opened a Fast Bond, one of the most busted cards that you can open, but doesn't really fit the game plan of our deck right now. Could take Teferi, there's a Wrath of God, Demir's Signet, Mystic Confluence, all very, very good. I'm not huge on Teferi in Vintage Cube. In fact, I'd rather just take the Demir's Signet here. Soulfire Grandmaster, of course, has some broken potential. Pick up like Time Warp or Time Walk, even if you're lucky enough. But I think the Signet's probably what I'm going to go towards. Ooh, a Mox Pearl. How about that? Another very, very powerful pack. Fractured Identity, Ulamog, Consecrated Sphinx, Twin, Eluder, but kind of hard to pass any power right now. Honestly, the only thing that we're looking to play currently is like white control, you know? So, could stay open to any of these other cards. Like Disenchant, for example, very, very good. Could also just take the Rakdos Signet again. I think I kind of like taking the Rakdos Signet and maybe staying on this game plan, though, of going the Burning route. Ooh, as we get a Mishra's Workshop and a Smokestack. Also, Elspeth, Baneslayer Angel, Sylvan Library. Whew-wee. So, the Workshop is not, like, insane at the moment. Kind of digging the Elspeth here, honestly. Although, this feels like a very Legacy Cube draft deck currently. But I think we'll take the Elspeth and probably wheel Stacks and Workshop. Not too worried. Lingering Souls, there's a Needle Spires here that we can probably take. I guess we'll do that. Looks like the Shelldock Isle might not be getting much use anymore. Oh, Sacred Foundry, Faith's Fetters, Fiery Confluence, Hero of Bladehold, all very, very good cards. Could just continue to take the Fixing here if I wanted to. This is kind of an interesting pack. I guess if I'm going the control route, we want to take either the Confluence, the Fetters, or just the land. I think I'm okay taking the land. Keep my Fixing good. Solemn, another very, very good pickup. Creature that we don't mind dying, ramps us, fixes us, sounds good. Red-white control. Not an archetype I've drafted very frequently here. But, I mean, I have some good cards. The thing that I'm really going to be lacking in this color pair is, like, card draw. So, if I can find some way to get advantage that way, that would be nice, but otherwise I think we're doing okay here. And again, I don't need to be red, but I think that's the style of deck that I want to build, especially with all of the artifacts that I've already taken. Lightning Helix, nice. Wasteland, good. Man, I really want to take Wasteland with the game plan that I currently have. But Lightning Helix is very good, but Wasteland goes into any deck, so let's take it. There's the Wrath of God, perfect. Okay, that'll slot right into our deck. Sorry, Soulfire Grandmaster. I will say that Balance plus Elspeth is not necessarily a combo, but that being said, if we have Elspeth on the battlefield, then presumably we're winning anyways. Let's take a Brimaz here. These Wrath effects are looking a little bit more awkward. Easy Disenchant, nice. That means we can probably cut the Wear and Tear now since Disenchant just a little bit better. Smokestacks, nice. I will go with this game plan then and hope that we get Crucible of Worlds in the last pack. God, Hero Wield too. Holy crap. White was just extremely open. We see that as we get all these super late cards that are good in our color late. Yeah. So let's open another piece of power, shall we? Let's open like a Soul Ring or a Lotus. And then find Crucible. Hey, how's that for a Soul Ring? Yes, please. Crazy good card. Holy moly. We have Mox Pearl, we have Soul Ring. Balance. This is looking good. This is looking really good. In fact, I might start cutting some of these removal spells, or maybe even some of these creatures, I guess. Brimaz is a little bit annoying, but not necessary. Hero's good enough as it is. We have a Swords Plowshares here, nice. Probably wheel that Inspiring Vantage, but just good solid removal. Given that I have Soul Ring and 3 Signets, I can probably get away with 16 lands. Although maybe that's a little bit awkward when I'm trying to cast an 8-drop. I suppose our 17th land could be like the Wasteland. Actually, you know what? All these creatures over here, Angel, of Invention, and Brimaz, are both good with Smokestacks too. Huh. I wonder. I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, so Crucible. I guess some more red removal would be nice. Probably wouldn't take Avalanche Riders, though, if we saw it. Ooh, what do we have here? Very good win con in the form of Emrakul, the Promised End. Don't mind if I do. Marsh Flats wouldn't be bad. It does find Sacred Foundry, and there's a Thran Dynamo as well, but Emrakul is one of my favorite cards, and a card that will end the game. Just with the Mindslaver effect a lot of the time. I think people underestimate that. Holy crap, what a pack. Mind Twist, Leovold, Return, Time Spiral, Heath. Jeez, what is going on? Is there a way that I can play this Mind Twist? I have 2 black Signets. I have a Blood Crypt. Yeah, that's probably worth it. Mind Twist is just a hell of a card. One that's very, very annoying. We pick up a Black Cleave Cliffs here now if we want to. I mean, honestly, again, I don't need to be running this red. It's just, it pairs nicely with what I have so far, but I guess I could just take Unexpectedly Absent and play it safe. Just a very good white removal spell. If I cut the Burning, then we could just splash the Mind Twist off of a few black sources. Dang, this is... We have some powerful cards in this pack. Or in this deck. Metamorph is good, Caracas is good. Batterskull, Wheel of Fortune. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to take here now. It might just be the Caracas, but I feel like Metamorph is probably higher upside. Just slots into any deck. There's a Winter Orb now too, if we want to do like the true Smokestack lock or whatever. Okay. Why not? Let's try it. Oh, boo. Then we did get the Wildfire too, so maybe it is more correct to run the red here, since I do also have red fixing in my board. A Johnny, another way to keep things down. Golgari Signet, not bad now that I have the Mind Twist. Are we doing white, red, black Wildfire deck? This seems weird, but I guess I'm doing it? Don't need Pyroclasm. Rashad and Port, perhaps? Okay, Hangerback Walker. Mother of Ruins doesn't really fit this deck style all that much. There's a Journey to Nowhere. Well, I guess maybe I just cut the Winter Orb now. And we end up running the Blood Crypt if we're running red and black. Okay, Flame Slash for the board. Another red-black land for the board, not bad. I can't tell if this deck is great or not. It's got some really clever things going on for it, but I really wish I had picked up a Crucible of Worlds. But I think we're going to give it a shot here. Now, don't get me wrong, Wildfire, Burning, and Smokestack are not the greatest in allowing me to cast, you know, an 8-drop and a 13-drop, but I think we can make this work. I definitely think we can make this work. Yeah, Crucible would have just been the, man, the cherry on top of this deck. Oh, I could just cut these red cards, though. I could very easily just cut these red cards, and maybe the deck is better. Because if I cut the 2 Burning, then I get access to what instead? Well, like Bremaz comes better, Angel becomes better. I think I like running it like this, though. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Alright. So, the Mox Pearl, that counts as a land. We're definitely running Wasteland. Yes to Foundry, yes to Spires, yes to Blood Crypt, yes to Black Cleave. Do I also want to run the Port? I think so. And then I get 10 more lands from there. So I don't think I need to add any more black sources because we have 2 black lands and then we have 2 black signets. The only reason I would run a swamp is because I have the Solemn Simulacrum to go tutor it, so maybe that's okay. We want to run a lot of white, 7, 8, and then maybe 1 more red. That looks good to me. Gives us 10 lands. Extra. All right, this is an interesting deck. We have a lot of broken cards, but we'll see how it how well the synergies go together. All right, I guess maybe now Wear and Tear is better than Disenchant if I'm running that many red sources. Yeah, maybe that's a card I should swap. Don't get me wrong, Disenchant is completely main deckable as well, but if I have Wear and Tear, I might as well run that instead, as I could hit 2 targets. Alright, let's save it like this, and go to the first round. Alrighty, here we are for round 1 of this Vintage Cube draft with our crazy weird red-white stacks deck. I have a pretty nice hand. This is either a turn 2 Solemn or a turn 2 Smokestack, depending on how I want to play this out. And I think we're going to leave the Plains and the Soul Ring. Hopefully they don't have a Daze or Spell Pierce, anything like that. Kind of want to just stacks them, honestly. I think I probably will on turn 2. Depending on what they do here, of course. Alright, let's play the Port. Let's play the Smokestack, see if they have a counter. And if they don't, we're going to start eating their lands as soon as turn, what will be their turn 4. Time Twister? Okay, interesting. Well, let's get upticking, I suppose. This is kind of sick. I get to go Hero of Bladehold here. And then upkeep, they're going to have to sacrifice one of the lands, and then whatever one they don't sacrifice, I can tap. This game is going to be very over very quickly. Let's tap the black source. so they can't have black removal. And Goblin Electromancer is certainly not going to do the job. Alright, so I am going to sacrifice here. Let's see, probably the plains. So let's first kind of time walk them here and put their Electromancer back on top of their library on upkeep. And the reason we would want to keep the Mox Pearl instead of the land is because we have the wildfire effect. Now we go to attack. I'm gonna put the tokens out and then buff them, and now we can just start sacrificing our tokens as well, so kind of demolishing the opponent here. Again, I'm going to tap their, well, I guess we'll tap their blue now so they can't cast the Electromancer. But this game should be very, very over. I would guess that they're playing Storm if they're running Electromancer plus Time Twister, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. And they scoop. Alright, well, I mean, turn 1 Soul Ring is always busted, so not much to say there. Turn 2 Smokestack, and then turn 3, whatever it was, Hero into stuff. Okay, if they're playing Storm, we're going to cut the Wrath, we're going to cut the Balance. We can bring in some extra clock. So Bremaz comes in here. I'm going to probably cut the Path, honestly, and then bring in like Winter Orb. And maybe Disenchant. That seems fine. The Burnings aren't great versus them, I suppose, but blowing up Stormlands is nice. Yeah, and I think we have enough mana rocks to make that a viable decision. Ideally, we just have Sol Ring in our opening hand again, and, you know, everything is easy peasy. That is not a very good hand, though. Yeah, I'm going to ship this. We have too many mana rocks that we have. This is way too slow, and even though it has Wasteland, I don't think it's good enough. This is close because of these two cards. It's real close. The problem here is I have 3 double white cards in my hand, but I'm going to give this hand a shot and obviously top this Plains. Turn 1 Sol Ring. Got him again. There's their Electromancer. We drew Bremaz. They have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, gonna go ahead and just Mind Twist for 3. Seems pretty good on turn 2. Hit Tendrils, Time Twister, and Counterspell. Okay. So now if we just find another white source, we should be pretty groovy. I imagine the Time Twister was the card they were really hoping to cast. That is not the card we were looking for. I think here I'm going to copy my Sol Ring instead of their Metamorph. This way if I draw Plains, I can just play Elspeth out immediately. Let's see if they animate their Tar Pit Bash me for 5. Yeah, they're just on this plan, and if I don't draw a white source, then they're going to get me for sure. But, lucky for me, I am very skilled at drawing the correct cards at the correct time. And so we start upticking. I think they kind of have to attack Elspeth, but maybe they go face. We'll find out. Yeah, they're going to attack Elspeth, so... Oh, wait, no, they're going face. They decided against it. Okay. That's fine by me. Yeah, let's attack in for 3. And I'm just going to play out the Bremaz. What I could have done, though, because I think they're going to pop off their Mire, is I could wait for them to blow up their Mire and then use Absent on their Electromancer to permanently get it away. Not going to be super easy for them to race me with the Creeping Tar Pit, but we'll see. Notably, I cannot use Absent or Judgment on the Tar Pit. Baral now, too. Okay. They are making all of their instants and sorceries much cheaper. It's kind of scary. I could enable some really gross things if I don't deal with them. Yeah. I guess I'm hoping to draw another Plains next turn so I can Judgment plus Absent. Seething Song. Yawgmoth's Will. Oh, that'll kill me. Wait, they don't have double black. They're going to Time Twister here instead. Oh, they hadn't played a land yet. Alright, there you go. So 1 spell, 2 spell, 3 spell, 4 spell, Tendrils, GG. Darn. Yeah, they had it. Well played. Well played, well played. And Yawgmoth's Will is another very, very stupid, powerful card. I think we run it back, though. I'm assuming the Wear and Tear and the Disenchant will find something to hit, but let's just get a great opening 7. Oh no! 1 land, and this would be the easiest keep of my life. I would go land, Sol Ring, Signet, and then turn to one of these 4-drops. Ugh. 6 we go, though. And not a very good 6 at that. Rashaden Port's probably going to be pretty annoying for the opponent, but this hand is slow. Don't need a 13-drop, thank you very much. Gonna need some help this game. Hopefully turn 4 Hero Blade Hold is pressure enough. Well, that doesn't seem like a very good draw either with no red sources. But again, Port should hopefully keep them a few turns behind. Lion's Eye Diamond, alright. Yeah, Wildfire into Ugin, not ideal. Okay, well, there's their Electromancer once more. I guess I'm just going to hero and hope they don't kill me. In 2 turns, we have Wildfire available to us, but that's not even that exciting. Ritual into maybe Time Twister and pop off their Lion's Eye Diamond. I might be dead here on turn 4. Yeah, I think this is Time Twister. Hold priority. Man, they had a really good hand again, didn't they? There it is. Crack your Lion's Eye. Add black, yep. Alright, here we go. Am I dead? You have 9 mana currently, 7 cards in hand. Electromancer on the battlefield. There's Desperate Ritual again. Okay, Dark Petition, that can tutor for Tendrils. This is most likely a death for me here. see them play it out, though. Why not? So they're also going to get 3 extra black mana floating from this, so they actually have 10 mana now? Actually, yeah, if they just get Yawgmoth's Will, I lose. Yawgmoth's Will, flashback, flashback, tendrils, GG. Something like that. Oh, they didn't have it. Interesting. Well, they get to draw another 7 cards and untap 4 lands, so... Still not feeling confident. But that means they didn't have it off of that initial Time Twister. I mean, it's always possible to brick with the Storm deck, it's just... Well, I have to get lucky. Did they just pass? Oh my gosh. I think they actually bricked. That's insane. That's crazy absurd that they bricked. Alright, we'll take it. Go to attacks. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I guess I'm going to Council's Judgment their Electromancer and then port their Mountain. Okay, there's their LED again. Land, yes. I mean, I don't even have them dead next turn, but... They're very close to dead. Is it possible I should have maybe played Gideon last turn instead to put them on that 2-turn clock? Possible. Certainly possible. I think I'm going to tap down their red source once more, just so they can't ritual, since we know they have a lot of red rituals. Alright, well, you got to do something. Let's see if I die. Here it comes. Start off with a Pyretic. Into a Spell Seeker? I don't know if that's good enough. Maybe they go find Ponder or something? Oh, Manamorphose, sure, okay. So Manamorphose. That's 3 spells so far. I don't know why they played out their LED when they did. That would have been 1 extra storm. But they need to hit like time Twister here? No, that's not going to work then. Because now they, unless they have like a Dark Ritual, they can't Yawgmoth's Will with LED. Alright, I think we got a little bit lucky there. Opponent had, for all intents and purposes, infinite mana on that 1 turn and 2 draw 7s, and they just didn't find anything. So let's move on to round 2. Here we are for round 2 of this vintage cube with our weird white stacks deck on the play here, and looks like a fine hand. We have turn 2 Signet, turn 3 Solemn. Hopefully we can find some action after that. Do have Unexpectedly Absent for their first play, whatever it should be. Maybe a Mana Dork. Unlikely to use it on that, but This is going to be a game where I imagine any of my wildfires are just insane because the green decks tend to run a ton of mana dorks and often not as many lands. The thing is, will they get to ramp out a fatty before I can, do one of my more potent spells? So we will have to find out. Incubation Druid, yeah. Take one. Elspeth's pretty good. So we go Solemn here. Go get another Plains. I mean, this is going to be a turn 4 Elspeth, which is not bad, but honestly that doesn't beat the green deck a lot of the time. Like, they just don't care about your 1/1s if they have a Craterhoof Behemoth or such. Best draw, probably Mind Twist, I guess. Just eat their hand. Looks like they might be playing a 5-drop here. Or leveling up their Incubation Druid. Yeah, Thragtusk, that's fine. Balance, interesting. Interesting, but not good enough. I think I'm just going to go ahead and resolve the Elspeth. This makes my balance much worse, but I could get really cute if I wanted to. What I could do next turn is, if they attack with Thragtusk, block with all of my creatures, and if they don't sniff it out, then they would kill all my creatures, and then a balance would be pretty darn good. That might be the play. Something else I could have done was just Elspeth minus. They get a 3/3, right? They attack their 3/3 into Elspeth. I chump with Solemn, then go for the balance play. A lot of cute plays I could have done there, but we'll see what they do. Looks like they're probably going to attack their Thragtusk, and I'll just triple block. Oh, sorry, quad block. Again, this smells a little bit fishy, of course, at first, but I don't think the opponent's going to play around it. And indeed, they didn't. We'll see what they follow up with. Karn, sure. I guess I'm going to give them the Forest. Then another creature, great. Alright, so how do we play this? I will have to discard a card, but I don't think I mind pitching a land here. Or actually pitching Emrakul might not even be bad. I'm also going to have to sacrifice a land, so that is something to note. But I think I like killing all 4 of those creatures. So let's balance. Keep 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep 1, 2, 3. Make them sack all of their creatures. Then play Hero of Bladehold and make some tokens. Alright. Well, if that wasn't a good turn, I don't know what was. So what did I trade? I traded 2 lands for 4 creatures. Not bad. Xenagos the Reveler, sure. That is not important. And suspend search for tomorrow, okay. Alright, so let's just start off by making tokens. We might as well. Signet. Let's balance the token away. Then we can kill both their planeswalkers. So let's attack Karn here. Attack Karn. Attack Karn. Attack Xenagos. Trigger. Attack Xenagos with that one, and the player with that one. So deal them 2 damage, kill all their walkers. They can't get their prime time back anymore with the Karn. And we can ultimate Elspeth next turn for lethal. I had 5 card types in my graveyard: sorcery, instant, land, creature, artifact. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we were 2 cards away from casting Emrakul, and then with the Elspeth minus, we would have been 1 away. So pretty dang good. And we are going to just run it back versus their deck. I think we have a good core versus a green deck. Game 2, round 2 on the draw. And is not exciting, but it's a keep. Oh, well, that got a lot better. Sword's much better than Path to Exile in this scenario, as if they just play out a Mana Dork, don't mind using a Swords on it, whereas Path, doesn't actually do anything. Okay, this could be another very, very early Hero of Bladehold if I can draw another white source. 3 double white cards in my hand. And we bricked. Alright, pass turn. Opponent didn't do anything either. Okay, nothing again. Oh no! Haven't drawn a land yet in 4 draw steps, but opponent just passed as well. Awkward Needle Spires, but hey, cannot complain, I suppose. Both players are playing a similar game. And opponent drew out of it as well with a Kadama's Reach. Perfect. Mox Pearl is pretty good. Alright, let's just go with the hero game plan again. Seems as good as game plan as any. What can you do with 7 mana? Carnage Tyrant? Yikes. Huh. Well then, I guess we'll just Judgment. I was thinking if there was anything else I could do with Gideon maybe, and giving it indestructible or whatnot, but we'll just play the Council's Judgment. Oh darn. I'm at like 99% that the opponent has a Bonfire of the Damned in their hand, but currently they can only do it for 3. So they can't kill the hero with it. Arbor Elf is fine. Oh, Natural Order is probably not so fine. Maybe get their prime time. Yep, they did. Okay, I think I can probably just kill the opponent next turn if they just pass here. Because I end of turn Path, and then animate Needle Spires, and I'm not going to do the math, but I assume it's at least 13. Alright, and -4 they go. As I called. Very nice. And we're off to the finals, 2-0. And here's the finals of this vintage cube draft. We are on the draw with a hand that's medium, but a keep. Okay, I'm going to go Sacred Foundry here. Hopefully Wall of Omens next turn can draw us into some goodies. Mind Twist also going to presumably do a lot of work, as Mind Twist tends to do. Blue-red. Opponent could be on multiple archetypes on blue-red. Could be like Splinter Twin, could be artifacts, could just be blue-red good stuff. We'll see if they want to counter my Wall of Omens. Ooh, alright. Soul Ring is a nice one. Library of Alexandria. What on earth? Okay, so as such, I think I lead with Soul Ring. See if they have a counter, because if they do, then they don't get to activate Library. And what I can do is just port them on upkeep before they draw a card. Just a mana leak? Woof. Well, too bad I didn't have another land there. Okay. Instead we can just tap down their other land. Never lucky, never land. Do you have something you're doing in response, or what you doing, OP? What you doing? I mean, the good thing about them using Mana Leak is that if they don't play, or rather, if they do play a land this turn, they don't get to Library the following turn. Aha. So I'm gonna guess that they take Mind Twist here, but who knows? I mean, I have a lot of relevant cards in my hand. But even Mind Twisting them for 2 in this scenario seems very good. Yep, and indeed, the Mind Twist is gone. So I think now that they got rid of their potential for Library, I'm just going to click them back and see what they have. Counterspell, Glenalendra, Control Magic. Let's take the Counterspell and use our little snipping tool to keep a reminder of what they have. And then play our land and pass. Oh, I guess I didn't realize it was going to reveal that for me, so I guess I don't need to do that. I mean, I am drawing them closer to a land, but so be it. And we'll go ahead and trade. Okay, no land. Chart a course, indeed. They're back up to 7 cards now, so Library is active. It would be a good turn to draw Plains. That is not a Plains. Yikes. I feel like I'm getting pretty unlucky on land draws this game. Ooh, they messed up. Now that they went to draw step, I can tap the Library here. And they can't use it anymore, because they have 8 cards in their hand. So land, Glenalendra is the assumption. Nope. God, needed to draw Plains there. So instead, I guess I just path the Glenalendra while I can. And I don't think I actually signet, otherwise I can't port their library. Maybe Koth incoming. Come on, deck, where my land's at, bro? Or Chandra, sure. Well, I guess that's good. Kind of a land there. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna run the signet out now and let them do their library shenanigans. Man, it would be good to have that soul ring. We're just falling behind the library. That's all there is to it, basically. Go ahead and jump. Unexpectedly absent. Okay. So let's pass here. Upkeep. Tap their library. And then cast Absent on their Koth. Oh, they redrew Counterspell? Crazy. Wait, did they shuffle their library somehow? Am I missing it? Glory Bringer, that's fine. Well, no, the Koth is just killing us. I lied. We're just dead to Koth. Koth Ultimate. Yeah, this is a scoop. Darn. Okay. Well, we missed some land drops there. It got a little bit unfortunate, I think. That mana leak on the Soul Ring also didn't do as much as you would think. It was just the missing of the second white source that really killed us there. So, let's run it back. Let's draw some good ones this time. Game 2 of the finals, we are down a game. And this hand seems fine, though, and exciting. Lead with the old Needly Spires. Blackcleave Cliffs into Signet on turn 2 is the plan. Oh, they just have turn 1 Library of Alexandria again. Well, gosh darn it. That might be game over already, honestly. The card is so hard to beat. I mean, I do have the Mind Twist, but pretty annoying. Oh, okay, so I'm going to bait out a counter here with Smokestack. That was a good draw. The Mind Twist also shuts off the library, but the Smokestack is going to get them a lot better here, I think. If they don't have a counter. Okay, draw a card in response. Nice. Hopefully they just tap out for something random. Yes, random spell. Yes, good. Random card. Nice. Alright, now I get a Mind Twist 4 cards away, maybe more if I draw my Mox or Soul Ring. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so make sure we do it like this first. Put a counter on after the other trigger. Oh, I could copy Smokestacks too. That's pretty funny, but Mind Twist for 4, I imagine, is going to demoralize them enough to probably kill them. Whoa! 1,000-Year Storm discarded. Alright, they discarded 3 lands in Glenelender Archmage. They're going to have to sacrifice a land now. Their library's dead, so yeah, makes complete sense to throw it away at this point. Okay. Let's sacrifice planes. Not going to put a counter on. Cast a Mere Signet. Cast Metamorph Copying Signet. Not going to copy the stacks. No reason to do it. Alright, now we'll just sack another land. Not put a counter on. Activate Needle Spires, attack for 4, make them sack their last land. And if they play another land out, then I'll just keep the Smokestacks alive. If they don't play anything, then I'll just sacrifice the Smokestack itself. Easy game. I am flooding out here pretty badly, though, all things considered. But, I mean, I have 7 mana to the opponent's 1. I'm going to be so sad if we lose this game. There's a mountain, yeah. Need to draw just a little bit of action here. Oh my god, that balance is kind of gross in a bad way. Oh, do they have a burn spell for my Needle Spires? So I could path my own Needle Spires to get a land. But that doesn't seem very good. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to let that happen. My hand is super awkward. Oh, but they don't have another land? Guess not. Alright. Well, I can destroy basically everything. This is pretty comical, though. In fact, I was probably not even supposed to run out that land there. I was supposed to hold it. Oh well. This has to favor me. Eventually I'll draw something. And given the fact that I have so much more mana than them, I can hopefully cast it. Yeah, I can cast Ugin now, too. So, anything in our deck is live. What a game. Maybe I don't have enough win cons. Just bring in that Bremaz again. Or something. Hanger Backwalker, even. We'll take it! Absolutely, get in. 2-2? That's a 6-turn clock, baby. That's got 6-turn clock written all over it. Oh no, they found a signet. Alright, attack for 2. Just gonna tuck it some random arbitrary amount. Pretty close to wildfiring. Sure, I'll take my card draw. Give me something better. Perfect. Perfect! Ugin will suffice. What a stupid game. Yeah, it seems like I need to cut Wrath and whatnot. The exile effects are good. I think balance is still good. Make him sacrifice 3 land. Go. Something something perfect victory. Something something perfect. All right, on to game 3. Let's cut the Wrath. Just bring in Bremaz. And maybe Flame Slash? Nah. We'll just make that swap. Wrath of God for Bremaz. Go to game 3. Okay, game 3 of the finals. We are on the draw. Our hand is okay. Turn 2 Signet, hopefully a turn 3 Solemn. Or maybe I get lucky and draw Soul Ring off the top. If I draw a land here, which I did, then I'm going to go ahead and just Wasteland their Canal turn 1. I think that might hurt them a lot more than it hurts me. Again, especially since I have a Signet in my hand, now make that 2. Okay. Gonna lead with Boros Signet here, because we'd rather get this Signet countered, since the black Signet is more relevant. Because they both produce red, but white we already have an excess of. Now, they didn't counter my last Signet. Let's see if they counter this one. They did not, so we're just going to go Signet into Signet. This is setting up for a really good burning, where I only blow up like 2 or 3 of my lands, but get like all 4 of theirs. That is a card I was worried about. Wow. Oh my god, I'm super tempted to cast Burning here. But then I would still need to draw a land for Solemn the following turn, plus they could just Chandra minus it, so... So I guess we're going to Solemn. Go get a red source. Pass. Uh-oh, adding mana. The heck is this? Oh, Glorybringer, sure. So we're going to lead off with Path, because I think this gets countered, and then Swords. This way they don't get extra land. Beautiful. Beautiful. Attack down Chandra. Go like this. Play Bremaz plus Hero. Their bonfire's already gone, so I didn't have to worry about them miracling it. And I think they might just use Chandra to kill my Hero of Bladehold here. Perfect. Good. 6 mana now. 1,000-Year Storm. Okay. So we can send both of these at their face and the token at Chandra. I'm debating how good burning is here. Like, they already need to deal with the board, but leaving their 1,000-Year Storm with that much mana could be a problem. But I'm going to wait a turn, at least. See what else they do first. Control magic, okay. Now that they did that, we will go ahead and attack. They've already used Mana Leak. Alright, it's fine. So I'll have 1 mana floating. I'll get to draw a card. I only have to sacrifice 3 lands. They have to sacrifice 4. Let's draw something good here. That's not bad. Since we have black mana in both of our signet, or 2 of our signets. What did you draw? Charter Course? Okay, that doesn't do too much. They might find a land here, but at the very least I get to Mind Twist away the last 2 cards in their hand. Nice, a Soul Ring too, okay. Alright, get rid of them. Burst Lightning and Expansion Explosion, alright. Who's going to top deck better? Me is the answer. It was me the whole time. Look at this. 1 land and I have 6 mana or 7 mana or whatever. This is why I love artifacts. The reason I'm not playing the land is because, again, we do have another burning effect. GG's, I think. Alright, well, we'll see. I don't know. It's not over till it's over, you know? Okay. Go ahead and preserve foil for loyalty. Oh, well, that's almost certainly game over now, I would imagine. So let's attack the Koth. I get to take their turn. And then I get to animate their mountain and eat their mountain by attacking it into my Emrakul. Yeah, that seems good enough. Seems good to me. I think I'd rather eat their land here. Then kill their Koth. I don't think their Koth is relevant. Alright, your move. Mommy tramples, so. And they've already cast their control magic. That is actually exactly lethal. Exactly lethal. GG's. All right, and we pulled off the 3-0 with a nice little red-white stack. Didn't necessarily expect to get there, but I guess I had a ton of broken cards, so maybe it wasn't the most surprising. I mean, I had Mox Pearl, Soul Ring, Balance, Mind Twist. Mind Twist was an all-star there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. As always, don't forget to check out all the other content here on the MTGO Traders YouTube. And of course, you can catch me at twitch.tv/NumottheNummy. We'll see you later.